got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave that the boot. Bye-bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. Yeah. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? That been this way since school.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. 3 plays in and a test. It's third and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. They get 15 on that game. First down for Houston. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now it's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's a second and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Cowboys. Now it's Williams. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Pistol now for Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Prescott. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves third and short. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing Jackson. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down. To throw is Jackson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's kicked. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Texans have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't set ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Handoff here to Zeke. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, kill. Wait,
On 2nd down, it's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Here we go.
First down, Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Jackson looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. Room to run past the 30. And he is going to be out of bounds. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Texans first down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Now a return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! Like it!
The drive begins with a run by Williams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first down, right back to Williams. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's another run here for Williams. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll go again with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Play fake. Prescott hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught at the 3. He is in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. The Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And so if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. That's complete to Diggs. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Jackson. It's to the sideline, pulled in by Diggs. A gain there of 15. First down for Houston.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd and a yard. They bring a tight end in motion left. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. A return coming from the 14. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the play fake, Dak. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the carry, it's Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dak to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
On play action, here's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They'll run. It's Williams. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Jackson now. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down for Houston. Throwing Jackson. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up! Sit up!
Jackson looking to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, here we go! I take 20.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go! I take 20.
On the ground, this is Williams. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and... the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock? by keeping the ball on the ground.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll go with Williams.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Texans' 43-yard line.
Now it's Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
46. Yes, here we go. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Pistol now for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Brings up second and 10.
Here we go. 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.